raining down mangoes on people's cars.
Oh, sounds like a dream.
And I was like,
where your basket?
What's going on? I was like, what's going on? And then, but thankfully, I was like, thank God it started to rain.
Yes.
And kind of keep down
the dust.
But like,
Dennis?
I saw some reports of some freak accidents.
But I also drove past a bunch of trees in the road. So I actually was out by Airport Road. I was out by Palisadoes.
Okay.
Because my daughter was at the go-kart track, right? With her school as their,
post.
Yeah, their graduation gift was they got to go go-karting, which I thought was really awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. And I'm out there and we're leaving because now here comes the rain. So the dust is coming, the rain is coming, and I swear to God, I saw me have to walk to the car.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna blow back, Dennis.
No, it was really serious. Like, I thought there would be a light mist. No, it was proper
when I got in the car, see me here, me brush off dust, me feel rain in my lip balm.
No, hold on, it was me in my eyes, I didn't wear contact.
You have allergies, don't you?
It was horrible.
Jeez,
it was terrible, but I mean, thank God for a shower of rain, as I said.
Honestly.
But there were some freak accidents as a result of it.
And then on my way here this morning, I actually passed 2 JPS trucks working on power lines that were down. And I was just like, no man, I don't think we realized what was happening yesterday.
In our little pockets, you never got it, but like there was a lot that was happening yesterday.
A lot happened yesterday.
So thankful, we all made it out, without any major damage and that kind of a thing. But well, your quote of the day: cherish your visions and your dreams as they are the children of your soul. The blueprints of your ultimate achievements. That's Napoleon Hill.
I love that.
Cherish your visions and your dreams. I so believe, I always say you have to guard your visions and your dreams. Be careful who you tell them to. Like, be careful. There are so many times when you have a beautiful idea and you go tell it to the wrong person.
And then just shut that down.
And you just kill it. And then when it kill it, it not only kill the vision, but it kill like it
deflates you.
It can feel like it kill your soul. No, you have to be careful who you tell things to. Like I know your people. Some people are viewing your dream or your vision from their own lens of insecurity. So like you have this big idea and they might come, no sir, Jamaica can't do that.
Ready for this.
No, Jamaica this.
And then the most painful thing when you have an idea and you've communicated it and someone shuts it down, and in a matter of 6 months to a year, you see an idea and you say, geez, because I genuinely feel like ideas and creativity works like that.
Yes.
If you don't do it, someone is going to do it.
Because if God wants it out there,
it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
And it's going to be placed in the heart of quite a few people, but everyone doesn't act upon the visions, right?
Exactly. So if I don't sing, the rocks are going to cry out, the kind of a thing,
Correct.
And so it was me who was supposed to do it, but
somebody. But no, I agree 100%. I agree with you. You have to use your intuition to guide you as to who you share your ideas and your dreams and your visions with.
Indeed.
Share people who will help to light a fire under you and help to build it out versus shut it down.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of dreams and visions, our dreams of Copa success are pretty much over. Ecuador tops winless Jamaica for first Copa America win since 2016 now. So a 17-year-old Kendry Paez scored in the first half, stoppage time. Alan Minda added another goal late in the second half, and Ecuador beat winless Jamaica 3-1 last night in the Copa America. Remember, your live exclusive Copa coverage continues on CVM today. It's Panama versus the USA on CVM Plus at 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. It's Uruguay versus Bolivia. But
I'm gutted. I'm not going to lie. I'm gutted. I think all football lovers are a bit gutted. The first goal in the game was actually an own goal. I think that was completely avoidable. And obviously, once there's a goal in the back of the net, it changes the momentum, right? And unless you have a really solid camaraderie and a solid unit, it's hard to come back from something like that. And then not quite long after that was a penalty was given for a handball. And then that's when that was the Paez goal. Again, with us, went to halftime, came back strong. We actually came back looking like the talk in the room was really good. Like almost coming at them, the talk was like, you care. Oh, no shame. Let's go.
Yeah.
And they came
good
out
halftime
so
talk.
strong. But to be fair to Jamaica, the referee, in my opinion, was very biased. And there was a penalty that we should have received for a handball that Ecuador had that we did not get.
So, I mean, but were they playing with VAR?
They were playing with VAR.
So how did the VAR not see that and pick it up as a clear and obvious error?
This is why I'm saying, to be fair to Jamaica, I believe that there was a bit of a referee bias happening as well. Mark, you know, I've never loved our formations. I didn't see a nice, solid structure to our game. But I don't think the referee did us any favors either, because had that call been made accurately, I think, again, the momentum would have shifted again. We would have actually been 2-2.
But were we ever playing progressive football in the game? Were we playing, I mean, did we start the game on the front foot?
Antonio's goal was a beautiful goal. He played well.
I didn't notice DeMar Gray, and DeMar Gray has been one of our shining stars in previous competitions.
Fair enough, fair enough. But obviously, you know how the ball is round, right? But that's why there is an 11-man squad. So if one man can't be having a rough day and everybody just drop the ball, pun intended. But it's unfortunate, because I think that had we got that call, it would have been 2-2 and it would have been a very different outcome. Even if we did take the 1 point for the draw, it would have been at least something for us to say, yo, we went and got our first Copa point. But
I mean, I wasn't gutted. I was disappointed when I heard the result, but I wasn't gutted because it's the hope that kills you, and I didn't have hope. You know, I think Ecuador has a very strong side, and I thought that, I mean, and they play in Latin American football. I think that...
I'm not going to lie, still, Latin American football really pretty. Their formations are something to behold. And it's fast, you know? Yo, them play fast, you know, Dennis? Me say, as the ball... At them say one-touch football. I think I was hopeful because on paper, this is one of the best squads we've had put together.
Yes.
So I think that's why I was just like, if any time we could have done something a bit more, it would have been no.
Okay.
But
All right. Well, you know, today is a day of a fruit that I like. I even like it on pizza.
So do I.
I love it.
Don't tell Daniele.
No, don't tell Daniele. Pineapple Day today. So I mean, I wouldn't say it's my favorite fruit, but I love pineapple. So if your favorite fruit is pineapple, then today is for you. It's International Pineapple Day, and it offers a chance to celebrate this tropical fruit known for its sweet and tangy taste. And did you actually know that, you know, even an annual Sugarloaf Festival in Jamaica happening.
It happens in Gordontown.
In Gordontown? Yeah, I didn't know. A Sugarloaf Festival, Gordontown Square. Pineapple farmers, vendors, and pineapple lovers, they all come together and share their different Sugarloaf pineapple products like Sugarloaf candy, pineapple wine, pineapple cakes, and pine jam, just to name a few.
I'm sorry, have you ever had pineapple wine?
No,
I feel like that would taste really good.
Pineapple
like
wine?
You said it a while ago, and my mouth kind of just did that.
I think I would try it. I would try it. You know.
Same.
So past president of the Gordontown Citizens Association, Suzette Walters, joins us for a wake-up call to tell us more. Miss Walters, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Good morning.
How are you,
Good
Suzette?
morning.
I am well, thank you.
Is the Pineapple Growers Association alive and well?
I know that the pineapple farmers are alive and well.
Yes.
And we are going to have a pineapple festival on the 2nd of August in the Gordontown Square.
Sounds great. Sounds great. You know, when I think of pineapple, I don't know if it's just I think of St. Elizabeth, and I don't know, there's something about the parish of St. Elizabeth.
Let me tell you something, Miss Walters. When I think of pineapple, well, for me, because St. Mary, Miss Walters. Oh, she gives hey, it's too bombastic.
So when I hear Gordontown, that the festival is in Gordontown, like Gordontown.
All right. Well, school us then. I can see that you're desperately wanting to school us. Tell us.
It's the Sugarloaf pineapple.
Westmoreland?
That is the Sugarloaf.
So where's the home of Sugarloaf? Westmoreland?
In Gordontown, St. Andrew.
Really?
Yes.
I associate Sugarloaf with like leaving St. Elizabeth, going Westmoreland. Tell us a little bit about like Gordontown and pineapple culture.
All right, so in the cool hills of Gordontown, St. Andrew, we have a district called the Sugarloaf.
Wow.
And we have, yes, and we have the sweetest Sugarloaf pineapple, because you know that is a species of pineapple.
Yes.
So
It's
we
actually
have
my
the
favorite.
sweetest Sugarloaf pineapples growing there. And so we have found different ways of using the pineapple, because where we live, it's not accessible to vehicular traffic.
Okay.
And so we have the farmers, you know, carrying down these heavy bags of pineapple. So we say, all right, so we're going to do some value-added products that will, you know, bring an economic value to them. And so we started the Pineapple Festival. This is our 5th year of staging it.
Nice.
And we have it in the square, yes. So we are inviting you all to come on the 2nd of August to experience all the products made from pineapple.
Very cool. It's my favorite pineapple. I love Sugarloaf.
Oh yeah, you have to.
I feel like Sugarloaf is the pineapple, you know? Like the.
And the thing is that, like,
Yes.
if you buy pineapple and you get it in a bag, and when you eat it, you say, oh, it's Sugarloaf, like you know it. You know it. Like, oh, this is not regular pineapple. This is Sugarloaf. I absolutely love sugar. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes.
Keep growing the association. Keep growing pineapples. We love you.
Yes, bring it on. All of you come and visit on the 2nd of August.
We'll be there.
All
You
right.
You will
force
get the
us.
pine wine and the pine porridge and all of that.
Pine porridge.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to try. We're going to try that.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Miss Walters.
Yes, thank
Take
you.
good care.
You're
Bless up,
welcome.
bless up.
Remember me when you pick up your pine. I'm going to send you my
I will,
location.
definitely.
Can you send me your location? All right, it's now time to drop the beat to a very special Freddie McGregor and Byron Lee mixtape.
Yeah.
Because today is Freddie's birthday and would have been Byron's
Byron Lee's
birthday.
birthday, yeah.
So it only makes sense to bring them together. So we're going to run the track selector.
I remember the times when we used to. So many people wanna see me stop loving you. Oh no. So many people wanna see me stop loving you, girl. But I can't. No way I can. Yeah. Whoa. The things you do for me, yeah, no other woman has done for me. You make me happy throughout my life.
Whiny, whiny, while your boom boom. 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 Why Miss Styling? Roll back Miss Styling.
Nice, it's nice, so nice, so nice, so nice, so nice. Butterfly, butterfly, let me do the butterfly, 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 let me do the butterfly.
Choose your life insurance coverage, apply, and pay online. Live the e-life with Sagicor Life.
The time by Sagicor Life is
6:15.
The new KFC Chizza Zinger. Crispy, spicy chicken topped with marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese, and pepperoni in a brioche bun. Available for a limited time. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays at 12:30 p.m. on your drama station. Brought to you by
Hyundai. I conditions apply.
Chance here from outside!
Raise ball into the middle. It's a free header, and it's a goal!
Copa America 2024, brought to you by
KFC, J-Ray and Nephew, Courts, Sunshine Snacks.
Look who we have in the cut. No, today episode I got nice. Legends, Senator, my longtime brethren, the great, all-star, the king, and the man himself. Salute! You know, as man, we're not too go as specialists. And that's the pinnacle of the problem.
We want some new era.
Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. Lie!
You work till a week.
It was pandemonium. Country people can relate to me I talk about.
What you think about me no matter, you know. What matter to me is what me think about myself.
Man United, you know. I don't care what man wants to say.
You know, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, man.
You finished?
Yes, we finished.
The Cut is brought to you by Flo and Guinness.
Welcome back to Sunrise. The time is 17 and a half minutes after 6, which means it's time for your girl, our favorite teak of the week. Good morning to DK Dawkins. Good morning.
Yo, I feel like I'm coming out on a stage. Dun, dun, dun. Good morning. I'm telling you. Thank you so much. Great morning.
Yeah, how are you?
I am fantastic. I'm fantastic. Are we ready?
We are.
You look ready, Andy.
We are.
Do this. We're ready for combat.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, let's talk about what's happening in the news. Locally based U.S. school under scrutiny for sexual assault allegation. Another locally based U.S. school is in the crosshairs of allegations of sexual abuse and labor trafficking. A U.S.-based lawyer told the CVM news team that she's seeking to get a child out of what's deemed an upsetting situation. But there are some roadblocks. Just a few months ago, allegations of ill treatment to students at the private boarding school for U.S. children, the Atlantis Leadership Academy, led to the school being shuttered and 5 people being charged. Now, another school for North American children has come under the microscope. The Youth of Vision Academy, Yova in St. Mary. The attorney says the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, the CPFSA, has been inconsistent in their dealings with the U.S. teen. So that is something that's an ongoing situation that we'll definitely be following up.
You know, we have to look at schools that, you know, set up offshore in places like Jamaica, because they do so, I think, partially to they can pull the child out of the U.S. system and set up, you know, almost like a tropical whatever. And it's a, back in the days in Jamaica, you used to call it famatory school. You know what I mean? Reformatory school. So them saying you got a famatory. And you know, I guess it's supposed to be tough love and, you know, maybe things that you can't do in America.
Right.
So you can't then come to Jamaica, come do. But it's a U.S. school. Let's emphasize that. In this story, I've not heard what this specific allegation of sexual assault is. I don't know. Is it an allegation of assault by a student on a student? Is it assault of an administrator? I don't know what is the allegation I'm trying to get. The truth is that I don't think it necessary. While the other school had its own problems, I don't know that. I don't want to try to confuse or conflate the two because the allegations are very different.
Right.
And so, you know, you wouldn't want to say too much and to now be lumping them
both together
because they are two U.S. schools.
Right.
But the truth is that we have to protect brand Jamaica so that brand Jamaica doesn't become seen as a haven for schools, institutions that want to flout U.S. law, setting up here and being able to do things that they couldn't otherwise do.
I think one of the challenges is that we are dealing with underage people, and so there's not a lot of, even if there is a lot of information out there, it's not a lot of information to be shared based on the age of the person involved and based on the nature of the situation. So it's really just to let you guys know that this is happening in another US-based school, but the details, as you can imagine, it's not necessarily something that will be widely shared at this time. Yeah.
But I think because this is not a first instance of a US-based school having question marks hovering over them as to ethics ethics and morals of what is happening within the institution. I do think that our government has to get involved to say what is happening on our soil, with not a domicile situation where you can come here and just set up and do anything you want to do, because we also have laws that protect and prohibit certain things. So we do have to get involved.
Which is why then you naturally have to have a conversation about the policy and regulatory framework that guides these kinds of institutions that are not Jamaican institutions. They're not necessarily for Jamaican children. So, because it's just like you want to create a type of tourism for people, like health tourism,
medical
educational tourism, that people,
you
know, you set up facilities that people will want to come here and have these kinds of setups. Fine. But there needs to be the proper regulation. So you have to have a framework for
in place. Yeah, absolutely.
Jamaica don't equal free for all.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And speaking of schools, UTech launches STEM summer camp. So in a well-received reversion to its founding mandate, the University of Technology, UTech, launched a STEM summer program for secondary students. Addressing attendees at the ceremonial launch on Tuesday, Deputy Prime Minister Horace Chang spoke to the necessity of programs like this and the establishment of new STEM schools island-wide. The 2-week affair is geared towards high school students with a disposition to pursue math, robotics, mechatronics, drones, photography, and videography. Dr. Chang drew attention to the construction of several new STEM schools across the island.
Is that in St. James? Is it taking place in St. James? Because I see a lot of St. James people in that clip that we just, in that B-roll that we just used. So it would be good if, like, they're not only having it on the UTech campus.
The main campus in Kingston.
We just love the fact, I mean, getting some focus on STEM and having it open up to the secondary students and having them have access to things like robotics. Can you imagine people who have never had access to robotics?
I have a very specific question. Would they have to have already been enrolled in a secondary institution, or if they're heading to high school? I know a few kids who love robotics who would enjoy this thoroughly, but they're not quite yet high schoolers, are they?
Hopefully it's annual. UTech, let's make it annual. Hopefully, so that if you have to be in secondary school already, hopefully next year they can jump on
anything of this nature. I love it.
Me too.
I love that we can create this excitement around education, around learning, and moving in the direction where we're literally allowing tech and, you know, what we already know as, you know, our standard curriculum to marry and merge and just come up with new possibilities. I love that.
Absolutely.
Love that.
And make nerd stuff cool.
Hey, nerds!
Finally!
We love nerds. We love nerds. But last up, Copa. Listen, remember to tune in to live and exclusive Copa coverage today on CVM. Catch Panama versus USA on CVM Plus at 5 p.m. and at 8 p.m. It's Uruguay versus Bolivia.
Uruguay.
Bolivia.
Sound like you took a trip down to South America.
Right.
But that's what I have for you today.
Big up Duolingo,
Hey.
Mercy said no. All right, that's it for the Thursday headlines. When we return, we'll get a taste of some island flavors with Miss Pearlie Grandson in Sunrise Foreign Exchange. Stay with us.
KFC Chizza Zinger. Crispy, spicy chicken topped with marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese, and pepperoni in a brioche bun. Available for a limited time. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Next 10 TV.
BCJ them set the scene. Sound so good and the picture pristine. More content, new features in.
So forward, let me show you the print.
Station them a bring HD to your TV.
Yeah, for you, for me.
For real, higher image quality, interactivity.
Recommendations for your personality. New technology.
We never get the first, so we in the top 3. Oh, you mean? You can see straight TV screen. And the students check in. Never miss a lesson, cause the audio clean.
While listening.
Emergency messaging with geo-targeting. One any part scene. Sound so good and the picture pristine. More content, new features in.
So forward, never show you the pre. Next Gen TV. Next Gen TV. Jay Holiday. Girl, change into that Victoria's Secret thing that I like. Alright, okay. Tonight you have me your way. Perfume, spray it there. Put our love in the air. Now put me right next to you.
Life come with plenty tough decisions. But you know what not hard? Deciding which flavors to get on your amazing 4 pizza. Pepperoni, Hawaiian, chicken chunks, vegetarian. There's no pressure with Pizza Hut's amazing 4. You get 4 juicy flavors with 1 less choice to make. Pizza Hut, now that's delivering.
Caribbean Airlines, in association with Down Sound Entertainment, presents Reggae Sumfest at Catherine Hall, Montego Bay.
Join us for Festival Night 1 on July 19th.
Featuring Capleton, YG Marley,
450, Dexida, Valiant,
Idonia, TJ, Jada Kingdom,
Mungo Anna Rebel, Turbulence,
Jaquan, Marcy Chin,
Pablo YG,
Kaka High Flames,
Soundboy,
Rafi, and Armani.
See ReggaeSumfest.com for more ticket information.
Reggae Sumfest.
Or music, or festival, or culture.
Something for everyone.
Sponsored by
So much for staying with us here on Sunrise. Now, if there's anything that can make foreign feel like yard, right, it's going to be some good old Jamaican food. So this morning, Miss Pearly Grandson takes us to one of his ends in good old North Carolina. Check this out.
This morning, I'm at Island Flavors in Charlotte, North Carolina. Island Flavors say, listen, beyond the shadow of a doubt, we have the best food in a Charlotte, North Carolina. The man stand up bold and strong and say this. Whether you want curry goat, whether you want oxtail, whether you want jerk chicken, wings, mac and cheese, bami and fish. The man say we do everything at Island Flavors in a Charlotte, North Carolina. We're about to talk to the owner and see how well him can actually stand up behind his words. It's a fast-paced kitchen, so we have to grab the man while we can. Zane, we are with the owner of Island Flavors here in Charlotte. Morning, my boss.
Morning, sir.
Tell the people them who you be.
I'm Kevin Francis, you know what I mean?
Kevin Francis from where in Jamaica?
Oh, Ocho Reyes.
Kevin is from Ochi. How long have you been in Charlotte?
Yeah, well, I've been in Charlotte 9 years now.
And how long have you been in business in Charlotte?
Oh, I've been in business 5 years. I started out working for a Jamaican restaurant here, you know, and then I decided to, you know, get a food truck, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you start out with a truck and the food thing kind of nice, you like it, do well, you get rich. So you just say, yeah, we need to actually have a proper restaurant, and so you decided to.
When I started from a food truck, my main plan to get a restaurant.
Okay.
But then, you know, I have to start from somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I've been doing a lot of hustling, bustling in the street, you know what I mean? Working late at night just to...
Legal hustling.
Yeah. Yeah, legal, right, legal hustling in the street, you know what I mean?
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah. You know, just to, you know, get my thing up, you know what I mean?
Right.
And save my money, you know what I mean? Keep on saving. I also the food truck for at least 2 years, you know what I mean? And you know, driving around and decided I want to own a restaurant. So well, I found this spot here, and meanwhile working the food truck, You know what I mean? I put my money in this.
Makes sense.
You
Makes
know what I
sense.
mean?
Makes
Try
sense.
to build it up.
So you have the food truck and you have your restaurant proper. Do you also do any catering?
Yes.
You cater events as well?
A lot.
What does that look like?
I mean, sometimes I do like probably 200 people. You know, like sometimes I do 400 people.
Depends on what they're doing and what they want.
Yes.
So you dream of getting a restaurant. You fulfill that dream.
Yes.
What do you offer in your restaurant?
What I offer in my restaurant, right? And, you know, traditional rice and peas, you know, and fish and bami, you know what I mean, brown stew chicken, oxtail, jerk chicken, you know what I mean, also Alfredo, jerk chicken.
We want to stick one pin right at the Alfredo jerk chicken because we come over here and we learn about that Alfredo something there.
Yes.
But you find a way to make it into your own as a Jamaican.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
It's my idea coming with the Alfredo jerk chicken because there's nowhere in Charlotte that really does that. I want to please the people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Since they love Alfredo, well, I'm going to do it a twist to it.
Come and see you do mac and cheese. The mac and cheese look like it bad like yours. The cheese just a swim on the top right there. And then I see you do, we just see you do a candied, what is it? They call it candied yams over here, but a really sweet potato.
Yeah.
With one whole heap of sugar on it.
Yeah.
And you mash it up the same way. Aside from the Alfredo jerk chicken, what are your other, really good sellers?
Oh, all right. They love the oxtail, you know what I mean? And my oxtail be filling off the bone.
So hold on, how much for a large oxtail?
A large oxtail, $26, the cheapest oxtail in Charlotte.
So them coming for the Alfredo jerk, them coming for the oxtail. Anything else draw the people over here?
Yes.
Tell me.
Trust me, you see that goat is the best.
So as a Jamaican proper, really hard man, in a Charlotte, I deal with the thing. Zine, what advice would you give to a fellow Jamaican who say, boy, I may have some skills, I'd want to go into business as well. What kind of advice would I give them?
I mean, it's a good idea, you know. If you wanna go into business, a good idea, you know. Location is the key, number one.
Yeah.
You understand? And advertising.
Marketing.
Yep. Right. You don't have good marketing, you're not gonna work out, you know what I'm saying?
What about the financial piece of things?
Yes, you have to have that as well. Yes.
You have to have one little kitty. You can't just get up and say you want to go into business and you know really.
Yeah.
I get it. A yard man, I watched this on CVM at sunrise and I said, boy, Jano Star, you know somebody that one touchdown in America though. What would you say to a man in Jamaica who really would want to be in the United States?
You see, the United States is not for lazy people.
America not for lazy people.
No, sir, not for lazy people.
You have to work.
You have to work. You have to depend on hustling. You understand me? Not like Jamaica, we live free. Over here, bills gotta pay. You understand me? So you have to depend on hustling. So we have to think about from America, think about the hustling mentality.
If you not have that, you're
not gonna work. If you go back home.
Yeah, man, I'm on the island flavors here. Charlotte, North Carolina, hottest spot in Charlotte. No joke about that. So me I make now jerk chicken pasta. The only place to make this, island flavor.
Yeah, man, big up Auntie Desiree, you know. Kevin love you. My auntie grow me. From me a baby, me never have no mom. You know what I mean? My auntie teach me how to cook. Auntie, me killer continue. You see me, I said never stop. And Miss Brown, Carmen Brown, my cousin.
I am Tamika. I'm working at Island Flavor. And I just want to send shout out to my friends in Jamaica. Don't know, Tivoli Garden, big up on yourself. Darling Street, big up yourself, my mother. I don't know anything loud up. One love.
And that's all we have for you for this morning's foreign exchange segment, Sunrise. As usual, Me spray the grandson a room in the United States. I find the Jamaican, then we are going with a bag of things, and I keep you up to date as to what our brothers and sisters up to over here, so in our Big Merc.
BCIC has third-party car insurance that makes your pockets smile. Get BCIC Minimax, Jamaica's only third-party insurance with unlimited windshield replacement, up to $150,000 to pay for your vehicle repairs, and up to 11 months to pay your premium. Plus, get BCIC Assist with 24/7 roadside assistance island-wide for accident scene assistance, jump starts, and more. Switch and save with BCIC. Visit bciconline.com to sign up today.
It's time to paint and play. Enjoy a complete bonding experience with a family canvas fiesta. Get ready for a steam-tastic extravaganza and dive into some slime time fun. Paint and Play promises to be a fun-filled day and more. Register now to be there on Sunday, July 7 at the Holiday Inn in Montego Bay from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Don't miss out. It's going to be an unforgettable day. See you at Paint and Play.
Hi, my name is Tony Gray, and I am an engineering intern at JPS. I have recently completed my studies at the University of Technology Jamaica.
That was me back in 2022. Today, I'm a full-time employee at JPS working as a grid planning engineer. I focus on new trends to help prepare for the electric grid of the future that you will benefit from. And the teams here really support me as a young professional. Thank you, JPS, for a chance to shine.
JPS, powering the youth, powering what matters.
Courts presents their 2024 furniture event, The Art of Living, at all Court stores island-wide. Shop June 3 to 30 and get up to 40% off the best furniture styles and brands for your bedroom, lounge, dining, outdoor, and more. Plus, get a free gift with purchases of $65,000 and over on 24 to 48 months credit. Shop today and pay later with Courts Ready Finance. Don't miss The Art of Living 2024 furniture event only at Courts, bringing value home. Conditions supply.
Caribbean Airlines, in association with Down Sound Entertainment, presents Reggae Sumfest at Catherine Hall, Montego Bay.
Join us for Festival Night 1 on July 19th.
Featuring Capleton, YG Marley,
450, Dexter, Valiant,
Idoni, TJ, Jaded Kingdom,
Mungo Honorable, Turbulence,
Jaquan, Marcy Chin,
Pablo YG,
Kaka High Flames,
Sunwhite,
Rafi, and Armani.
See ReggaeSumfest.com for more ticket information.
Reggae Sumfest.
Or music, or festival, or culture.
Something for everyone.
Sponsored by
Thanks for staying with us. Well, our masterclass teacher is out, but class is still in session. We got a great substitute teacher this morning. Have you ever wondered about the difference between like general life insurance versus health insurance?
Yes.
Well, in today's Money Masterclass, we're going to debunk a few myths surrounding the world of insurance plans as well. And with us this morning, we have Client and Partner Services Manager at Grace Kennedy General Insurance, Orette Duncan. Welcome to Money Masterclass.
Thank you.
Substitute teacher, how are you doing? We promise we will behave ourselves.
Yes,
We're not going to be like
yes.
how people treat other subs. So,
Yeah.
So,
Actually, on that note, I'm kidding. Good morning, Prof. Ready.
Good morning. So
all right,
thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Cool.
So first of all, general insurance versus health insurance. I mean, I think we pretty much get health insurance.
Yes.
But what is general insurance?
So general insurance is basically you insuring your assets, protecting your assets. So whether it be, for instance, your home, your car, a cell phone, whatever is a tangible item, that's what you are able to, or we are able to provide general insurance for. So basically that's
But the natural question then is, if I am insuring my things, what am I insuring my things for? And when something happens to my things, how do I prove a legitimate claim for my insurance?
So as with any claim, you go through a particular process of ensuring that we understand what it is that is being covered firstly. And once there is a claim or should I say in the event that there's an unforeseen situation that there's a claim, then we have different ways of trying to confirm if, for instance, this is a legitimate claim, and I stress legitimate, right? And in the instance that it is a legitimate claim, then we look to actually compensating you where that is
because if I have a brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max and I come to you and I say somebody thief my phone, you want to make sure that I'm not trying to hustle you out of a phone.
That's true. It has to be a situation that it's unforeseen, and in those instances, once it's legitimate, then we will actually provide compensation.
Got you. So what kind of plans do you have then where that is concerned?
So we have several plans in place. We offer several options for our clients. As you know, there are several different things that you may want to insure. And at GK General, we actually ensure that we provide an option for each of those items, right? So whether, as I say, it's your motor vehicle, whether it's your phone, we have something that we can definitely offer to you to ensure that your items, your assets are protected.
Speaking of protecting assets, obviously you know that each year there, renewal comes up, and with renewal comes, perhaps sometimes evaluation of your vehicle or an assessment of your home. Obviously, we know that, the value of things increase, and with the increase in the value comes an increase in our premiums. But the premium, I forgot already, really? Walk us through why.
All right, so there are several things that impacts your premium actually increasing. For instance, you might be in a particular sum insured band. So for the persons on our side that are used to insurance and understands the basic concepts, each vehicle that we insure is insured within a particular sum insured band, and with that band has a particular rate, right? So sometimes over time the vehicle depreciates, and when it depreciates, it falls out of that band, and then you get a different rate. Some instances you have an increase in the premium, while in some instances the premium is reduced. And there are other factors as well. We look at inflation of the dollar. I mean, in terms of what would cost us to actually purchase parts for vehicle and so forth.
You have some information written up here on our whiteboard. Can you walk us through what this is?
Yes, so this is basically something that we're offering under one of our micro slew of products. And it's basically, and what we're basically doing today is just sharing with you how you can get some assistance from the insurance perspective on your financial journey, right? Getting financial freedom. And so what we have here is something that we're about to share to you as it relates to our gap insurance, right? Now, this is something that a lot of persons don't necessarily hear about. You really hear about insurance in some instances, much less gap.
Right.
And so what this is pretty much us explaining what the gap insurance is. So for gap insurance, normally for most individuals, you will go out and you will try and get a loan because you don't have that hard cash to purchase the vehicle. And so you go to a financial institution, you get the loan. Say, for instance, the vehicle is valued in this instance is about 6 mil. You're looking at the interest charges, you're looking at the fees. So say, for instance, the value of the loan over the lifetime of that loan is $6.9 million, right? When you work it out, it's probably working out to about $50,000 monthly, right? Now, naturally, when you go to the financial institution, they're going to say, before we can complete this process, you have to seek insurance.
Yes.
Because they want to ensure that they're protecting their financial interests. Right? And so you come to a company like us, GK General Insurance, and I mean, after going through the process, ensuring that you meet the requisite criteria, we decide to insure the vehicle for $6 million, right? Now, let's say we did this transaction in January 2023. We're now in June 2024, right? The vehicle value does not remain at $6 million. So over that period, the vehicle depreciates. All right? And so when it depreciates, should you have an accident, should you have an unfortunate situation that you have an accident, your insurance company will come into play, and we will ensure that we are compensating you. But when we are compensating you, we can't go back to the $6 million value, right? Because the vehicle would have depreciated.
Got you.
So what we tend to do is look at what is the market value of the vehicle at that time. And simply what that means is what would it cost to actually purchase a brand new vehicle
To
in the same
replace the
state,
vehicle, right.
Cool. So if we were to look at the market value, say for instance now, 18 months after, it's about $5.3 million thereabout.
Okay.
What would happen is that we would then deduct your excess and then pay that amount to your financial institution, right? Providing that the accident was a total loss. So that is paid to the financial institution. But guess what happened? The value of the loan was $6.9 million. Over 18 months of payment, your monthly payment, say you would have paid up to about $900,000. You deduct that 900 from the 6.9, you get about $6 million, right? But look at this now. Look at what amount is paid to your financial institution by us as the insurance company. It's about 5.3 thereabout. So what happens is that there is a balance that is left on your financial status at that financial institution. And then we're looking at about $700,000 if my maths is right. Cool. So what happens with that $700,000 in most instances is the customer, the client, has to continue paying that loan,
right?
Irrespective that they no longer have that vehicle and is benefiting from it, right? And so we, as an insurance company that offers a variety of solutions, came up with this great idea of ensuring that we provide gap insurance to take care of that difference in terms of that loan amount. So had you taken out gap insurance with us for an additional fee, what would have happened in this instance is that that difference of $700,000 would now be paid by us as your insurance company to the financial institution, leaving you in a position whereby you are able to not worry, not stress about this loan amount that you would have to pay. You don't have to go borrow any money from Uncle Sam, putting yourself in further debt. And that allows you to be in a better financial position.
And that's what insurance is all about. Giving you peace of mind.
And bridging your gaps.
Indeed.
Excellent stuff. Thank you so much.
Appreciate
all right,
it.
that was Art Duncan, Client and Partner Services Manager at GK General Insurance. It's time to head to a break, and when we return, get your gloves ready. We're about to clean things up for the summer. Sunrise Quick Fix. Please stick and stay. This is actually a special DIEND edition. So we'll be right back. You put on your gloves. Lessons.
Spray it there, put our love in the air. Now put me right next to you.
You Budget Supplies June end of month blowout. 6 days of non-stop saving, June 24 to 29. Up to 20% off on toilets, slat wall, BH paints and doors. And amazing deals on everything else.
You can't lose at New Budget.
Come see us now at New Budget Supplies, 195 Hagley Park Road.
May I go down there right now?
Call us today, 9234560. Don't miss out on these unbelievable savings.
You can't lose with New Budget.
What do you call it when you've made perfect even better? They've set the bar and we have raised it higher. Above and beyond, that's just our starting point. We've outrun goals and set a whole new standard. Around here, we call that the Blue Diamond Standard. Made with 100% almonds, Blue Diamond is dairy-free, soy-free, and cholesterol-free. Almond milk with more calcium and less calories than regular milk. Proven to lower cholesterol and blood sugar. There's a new standard to beat, the Blue Diamond Standard.
Welcome back. It's time for your Sunrise Quick Fixer-Upper. Now, if you know me, you know that I like all things DIY. So when the producers told me that they wanted us to do a DIY segment, that was straight up my street, right? So this morning you'll be getting a front row seat to learn some quick fixes to spruce up your home and make cleaning cheaper and faster this summer.
All right.
So my DIY students this morning are Kirk and Dennis. Good morning. Look at me. Look at him. You know, I love that time we're getting the men cleaning.
Yes.
This is actually what I love the most. So the
Men
first
are
thing we're
always
gonna do,
cleaning.
Yes.
We're always cleaning.
But I think it's great to demonstrate it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Wondrous. All right, so the first thing we're going to do are cube toilet bombs.
Cube toilet.
Not the ones that you drop yourself.
I was about to say.
Wow.
We're not donkeys here.
That is. I have to be able to focus. What's wrong with you? All right.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
We're going to take this bowl.
Yes.
Kirk, can you put in here for me a little bit of baking soda?
Alrighty.
Dennis, can you put in there for me a bit of vinegar in that same bowl that Kirk is putting in baking soda?
All right. We're going to have a chemical reaction.
That's what I want.
All right.
That should be a bit.
That's good, yeah.
All right.
Put in some baking soda with vinegar.
Boom. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. By the way, this was one of my daughter's favorite experiments when she was at home doing online school in that time of our lives. You know, that time of our lives.
You need more?
No, that's good. That's good.
All right.
Because a paste that we're making.
Oh.
And we're going to add some dish soap.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And then we're also going to add a bit of lime juice. Citric acid is what is required, but that's lime or lemon juice, right? So you put in your citric acid.
Whoa! We don't even need to clean anymore. This is just fun. Okay.
All right. So
let's let that settle.
We're going to let that settle. And what you do with this now is that you're going to put this in an ice cube tray, right? Once it settles, you put this in your tray, and you allow them to set for a couple of hours. Once this sets, you take out a cube and just drop it in your toilet bowl, and that cleans your toilet bowl. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Literally drop it in your toilet bowl, and that cleans your toilet bowl. Simple. These are products that we all have around our house, right?
Yes.
Baking soda, vinegar, lime juice, dish soap. Easy. All right. So let us also look into, I don't know about you guys, but I love dropping a bit of vinegar in the water when I'm washing the dishes. Vinegar it cuts the rawness, it takes off the excess grease, and also, first of all, let me just tell you, make sure you have vinegar in your house. When you buy them, buy the big gallon bottle, because vinegar, I use my vinegar to add it into the solution to mop the floors. It's a go-to solution. So, vinegar, let's take a wine glass. Let's say you have
germs as well.
Tell me?
Kills germs.
It does. Let's say you have a wine glass, right? And you have all these hard water marks on your wine glass, what you're doing when you're washing is you wash it with your sponge and your soap, and then you do a solution of water and vinegar, and you simply rinse your glasses in that and put them to dry. No more hard water stains on them. Because you know, sometimes it don't look good. It looks
especially
like
when you have guests
it
over
look like
and you
them
take out
dirty,
the
but
glass.
it's no dirty. You know that way?
Yeah.
Right. So just rinse them in a solution of vinegar and water. That's gone. So perfect. So now we're going to leave this to set for about 2 hours. And all you do, just pop out one of these, drop it in your toilet bowl, and let it do its work.
Does it fizz?
A little buzz action.
And it would be even easier if you have one of those.
The flexi ones, the silicone ones. So I use a silicone for all ice trays, and you just pop them out. All right. Next thing we're gonna do the keyboard. You get a Post-it, and you get a Post-it.
Thank you.
You know, sometimes your keyboard just dirty. Like you ever look at your laptop in certain lighting and you're just like, whoa, that's pretty gross. So you're gonna take a sticky note and just pick up the dust along the way. Go ahead, Kurt. You do that side, then you see to this side, and just literally press it in, and you get the dust out. I don't know about you, but I like dust. None at all. So you just press it in. Look at that. Look at that. Kurt, lift up your paper. Look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
And you can press here. And
I don't know whose keyboard this is, but it dirty fit true.
Bad. If you don't have Post-its readily available at home, you can do this with tape. Just take a roll of tape. If you peel off a piece and go edge to edge on the tape and just put it over your hand and press. And you can also take up all of the dust.
No, but Kirk, you really get the dirty section.
Yeah, I did.
My section isn't that bad.
Like this is perfect to get in between the keys.
Yes.
And then after you clean that, you get what's on the surface.
Mighty God of Daniel.
Can plant potato. Watch this.
Mighty God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, 2 very quick ones for you. Your iron sometimes gets dirty. Use a bit of salt, put it on the face of the iron. That takes off the brown stains. Literally just sodium chloride that you have at home. Yep. That's salt. And also, another one for you. If you put a bit of foil.
Like you plug in the iron.
And put it face down in the salt. Like say you lay the salt flat out. So pour the salt here.
Pour the salt on the fabric. Hold on.
I was trying to be.
There you go. You spread this like so. With the iron heated, if you press the iron down into it.
Okay. So you go like this.
You are able to remove the brown stains that you see on the face of your iron, the iron face.
Okay.
When it is hot.
When it is hot.
Got it.
And then very lastly, while we're on the subject of irons, you know how you have your ironing board? If you were to take a piece of foil, put it underneath the fabric of what you're ironing. Do we have foil?
Yes.
Yes, we have
Just
foil.
kidding, it's right there. You take some foil. Let's do this quickly. Make this. Do that. Put this underneath here. Put your shirt on top. And then iron the shirt. You get the effects of ironing the other side while you're ironing the top side.
Oh, wow.
Seriously?
Dead serious.
Physics.
It's exactly physics and the conduction of heat. Well, yeah. Kind of chemistry too, but you know.
No, that's more physics.
Yeah.
Yeah, physics.
Isn't that cool?
Shoot.
All right.
Shoot.
So from now on, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be seeing Kurt doing the ironing, Dennis doing the toilet scrubbing.
I don't mind.
And yeah.
All right.
These things we literally have in our homes. So easy.
Yeah. And these are things like, what they call it? What the young people call hacks.
Yeah, the hacks.
Hacks.
Home hacks. Also, just an FYI, it's a great way to introduce science to your kids.
Yes.
This is chemistry. You see the combinations there, conduction of heat. It actually makes their curriculums make sense.
Exactly.
Brings it to life for them.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Well, this segment is brought to you by Shanake's Dirty Keyboard. It's time to go for a break. TK is on standby with the news. We'll be right back.
Or Hyundai 5 free payments, 3 years free insurance, or 3 years free petrol bonus is
7 o'clock.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
It's the biggest South American football tournament, Copa America 2024. From June 20 to July 14, see it happen only on CVMTV. And we're bringing the action straight to you. Come out to our CVM Copa Fan Central locations and cheer on the Reggae Boys as they go up against the likes of Brazil, Argentina, and Mexico. Enjoy drink specials, entertainment, and who knows, you just might leave with a prize or two. Come for the game and stay for the vibes. CVM Copa Fan Central.
Sponsored by AFC, J-Ray and Nephew, Courts, Sunshine Snacks.
Morning. Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton is defending his 8-year record in the health ministry. Speaking on CVM's lead story Wednesday evening, he said the country's health system is in a better place than when he took office. According to Dr. Tufton, there are about 3 million visits to health centers and hospitals across the country, but the complaint rate is less than 1%. He said studies also show that public's perception on the state of healthcare in Jamaica has also improved.
I don't argue in extremes because I'm a realist, and I think it's important to be sincere about the state of play. If you ask me if the health system is better off today than it was 8 years ago, I will say absolutely yes. And I'll challenge anyone who has an alternative view. I saw your guess. And sometimes people speak from a position of ignorance because I heard some of the comments being made by the social commentator, which really is not factual. But we can get into that. So I do believe, based on what the government has spent, has committed to, I think some of the transformational changes that we have all hoped for, like digitization of patient records, the massive expansion of hospital build-out, whether it's Spanish Town, Western Child, or otherwise, which will lead to additional beds, additional operating theaters, and so on, that we are on a trajectory that we have never seen before.
Dr. Tufton also responded to the People's National Party, the PNP's call for him to retract his comments that suggest mothers who have died giving birth are to be blamed for their own deaths.
That's part of the grand strategy, the coordinated strategy. 6 spokespersons over 1 week, 10 releases. I've never seen a case where we have 6 spokespersons attacking public health. And I don't say me, public health. Yes. The Director General of the Pan American Health Organization, Dr. Barbosa, released a statement a few days ago where he called on the region of the Americas to take more action, more intense action to control maternal mortality. It's not a Jamaica problem. The reality is the only way to solve this problem is through collaboration between public health and families, mothers, expectant
But
mothers.
even as you say that, you're saying that if I pick a country at random from Latin America and the Caribbean and look at their maternal mortality rate in the period that you presented statistics for in your record, it will show a spike in the COVID period?
That is what PAHO has said. I have not looked at the data myself, but the words are there very clear.
The Court of Appeal hearing into the Constitutional Court's ruling that the extension of the tenure of Director of Public Prosecution, King's Counsel Paula Llewellyn's tenure, was unconstitutional continues for the 4th day this morning. The outcome of the 5-day hearing will determine if Llewellyn will be allowed to remain in office. Yesterday, the panel of 3 judges asked attorneys representing the PNP to explain why the current DPP shouldn't benefit from the new retirement age of 65, given she was legitimately in the post when the bill was passed. The attorneys, King's Counsel Michael Hilton and Kevin Powell, argued that the provision allowing the DPP to retire any time after 60 was made specifically for Llewellyn by legislators. They believe she shouldn't benefit from the updated retirement age since she was already past 60 when the bill was passed and had already received a 3-year extension. They are urging the Court of Appeal to uphold the Supreme Court's ruling that her second extension was unlawful. Over to sports. Jamaica's Reggae Boys slumped to their second successive defeat at the Copa America after going down 3-1 to Ecuador in their Group B encounter played at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on Wednesday. A Casey Palmer 13th minute own goal handed Ecuador the lead. This was followed by a 45th minute penalty from Kendry Paez. Alan Minda netted Ecuador's third in stoppage time. West Ham striker Mikel Antonio got Jamaica's consolation goal in the 54th minute. The defeat now sees the Reggae Boys eliminated from the Copa America, having suffered a 1-0 defeat to Mexico in their opening game of the tournament. We have the highlights.
Sato down the line. Deflected cross coming in! And they send the youngest player on the field to the penalty spot. Paez scores! Palmer, this one bouncing in, right on the doorstep, bouncing around, off the post and in! And instead, a chance for Ecuador to run away. Hopping over a challenge is Caicedo. Options in the middle. Can he put it away? It's in the corner. Minda scores for Ecuador and all 3 points.
Hey, one more, General.
And that's it for morning news. Join us again at noon for more news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. More Sunrise after this.
Made in Jamaica. Porridge, oats, oatmeal, cornmeal with banana.
Yo, proud of we culture, yes, we love pasta. We'll eat for protein, good source of fiber.
Made in Jamaica. We love with Fosca.
We have to prosper with our pasta. Good for the sugar level and the blood pressure.
Love my family. Me love my Fosca. I feel with Fosca. I feel with Fosca. We love with Fosca. I feel with Fosca. Just so good. Cheesy's the taste, it's just so good. Cheesy's are the one and only. So cheesy, crunchy, give me one please. Sunshine Snacks Cheesy's, it's just so good. The whole crowd that's a cheesy, so cheesy, just so good. Let's follow, can you feel me? Sunshine Snacks, just so good. Number one taste, the whole place I say, just so good. Cheesy's the taste, it's just so good. Cheesy's are the one and only. So cheesy, crunchy, give me one please. Sunshine Snacks Cheesy's, it's just so good.
It's time to paint and play. Enjoy a complete bonding experience with a family canvas fiesta. Get ready for a steam-tastic extravaganza and dive into some slime time fun. Paint and Play promises to be a fun-filled day and more. Register now to be there on Sunday, July 7 at the Holiday Inn in Montego Bay from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Don't miss out. It's going to be an unforgettable day. See you at Paint and Play.
Everyday living, we make it worthwhile. Give people real value. Oh, what a style! From kitchen to bathroom, a whole heap of tile. Home and things for everyday living. Nice up your home, fix up every room. Shop every day, shop real value. Fixtures and faucets to catch your eye. We have the options, we have the style. Everyday living, so versatile. Real people, real value. Oh, what a style! Lowest price guaranteed on everything you see. Home and things for everyday living, living.
Caribbean Airlines, in association with Downtown Entertainment, presents Reggae Sunfest at Catherine Hall, Montego Bay.
Join us for Festival Night 2 on July 20, featuring Babyface, Barris Hammond, Luciano, Anthony B,
DNA, Nige Boy,
Norris Man,
Savannah,
Rasta.
Visit ReggaeSunfest.com for ticket information.
Reggae Sunfest, our music, our festival, something for everyone.
Sponsored by Magnum, Ray and Nephew, Appleton Estate, the Jamaica Tourist Board, H&L Rapid True Value, Hennessy, Iberostar Resort, Secrets Resort, Red Stripe, Pepsi, and more.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not.
We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
All right, guys, the news is in. You are loving MTM on CVM.
And for those who don't know, we are the Mitchells. I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And you can come along with us on our journey every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Right here, you can see it happening on CVMTV.
Yeah, MTM man, CVM man.
See it happen, man. CVM man, MTM man, CVM man. See it happen, man. CVM man.
No more fear of missing out. CVMTV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVMTV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVMTV News to see it happen.
Look who we have in the cut. No, today episode I got nice. Legends, Senator, my longtime brethren, the great all-star, the king, and the man himself. Salute! You know, as man, we're not too go specialist, and that's the pinnacle of the problem. We want some new era. Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. Lie! You work till you win. It was pandemonium. Country people can relate to me, I talk about.
What you think about me no matter, you know. What matter to me is what me think about myself.
Man United, you know. I don't care what man wants to say.
You know, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, man. You finished?
Yes, we finished.
The Cut is brought to you by Flow and Guinness.
CVM presents Copa Facts. Costa Rica. Costa Rica have competed in the Copa America 5 times and reached the quarterfinals twice. On 4 occasions, they have been directly invited. The Copa America Centenario in 2016 was a collaboration of the CONCACAF and the CONMEBOL, with Costa Rica qualifying by virtue of winning the 2024 Copa Centroamericana. Copa America 2024, brought to you by
KFC, J-Ray and Nephew, Courts, Sunshine Snacks.
Protecting Jamaica's borders is a key priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. The JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The time, brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency, is 7:15 a.m.
Chance to drive the brand new car of your dreams with ATL Automotive during the 5% till 2025 sale event. From now until 2025, pay just 5% interest rate on select Honda, Kia, Volkswagen, Audi, and BYD models. Plus, enjoy discounted processing fees. For more info, visit www.atlautomotive.com. Act quickly, as it's while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Well, ATL Automotive, in partnership with the Bank of Nova Scotia, is here to make your dreams of car ownership a reality. Now, this morning, we're getting up close and personal with a model that's part of a fantastic campaign and fast becoming a mainstay on the Jamaican roads. If you've been driving around the corporate area or anywhere else in Jamaica, you've definitely seen the Kia Seltos. Well, sales executive at Kia Kingston, the plug himself, Tafari Forbes, joins us to tell us more. Welcome, Tafari.
Thanks for having us, man.
Morning.
Thanks for having me. Thank you so much. Dennis, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
Enough respect. Thank you so much.
Good to meet you. So tell me, why is it, I know it's not the recency bias, because I know that's a thing, but I'm seeing Kias everywhere. What's going on?
Bro, we just,
we're
just plugging Jamaica, bro. Right now, we're just plugging everybody into a Kia, because we have to plug them into Valley. You know what I mean? When it comes down to affordability, you find that Kias are the new mainstay for the streets of Jamaica. So we have to put them out there. And the cars them look good, so So Jamaica like nice things, you know, so I have to ensure so we're putting them out there as much as possible. You know what I mean? I have a great sales team that does that very well.
Seriously.
You mentioned affordability. What is this 5% till 2025 campaign that's happening?
Listen, so we have this going on for our customers where we're giving them the opportunity of owning one of these beautiful Kias, right? And with the 5% interest rate, I think it's reachable for them to afford it. Because you know, today, day and age, a lot of persons think it's hard to afford a biggie in Jamaica because of the affordability. And with the bank and of course us as ATL, we partner with them to ensure that we give them the best rates so that they can afford this. Now the 5% have a lot of benefits when it comes down to free insurance, no processing fees. Yes. And you also, of course, with BNS, we have a 50% discount off the processing fees, right? And BNS also offers a 2-month payment holiday for the customer, so that's really something good for them as well.
Yo, that's a big deal.
And they get to pay the 5% until 2025, you know what I mean? So they have the entire year just paying that 5% interest rate.
Why was it so important to design this package, this promotion in this sort of a way? Because I mean, what were you picking up in the market that said, no, we have to do this, we have to bring down this, we have to increase this? Like, let us into the thinking.
I mean, strategically, you have to think about consumers and customers and again, affordability, right? So you find that today, day and age, no one really wants to buy a used car because it's so hard to afford a used car right now. If you're going to be buying a 2018, 2017, you're going to be paying way more money, monthly payment, versus a brand new car. So we ensure that we package that way where customers now can move away from the used car to a new car. Because who doesn't want to take off a plastic off their own seat, right? It only makes sense. It only makes sense, right?
Well, Dennis just asked you to let us into the thinking. I'm going to ask you to let us into the car. Give us the details on the car. What does the Seltos have to offer us?
Listen, this has to offer lots of goodies, right? And of course features. I personally love this vehicle due to, of course, again, the features and the design, right?
What are some of them?
Now, of course, you can always start the key from the outside. That's my favorite feature, the auto start from. If I had the key right now, I would have started to show you where I'm going, right? And of course, in our tropical country, you find that that's very convenient for the car, for the users, right? And one thing I love about the Kia Seltos, every feature that it comes with is user-friendly. So you're going to use it every single day. For example, the cool seats, right? For one like Dennis, that's always in the suit, you want to ensure so when you go into your seat, you can press that button and it cools your back, right?
I love that. That alone yourself, you know, you have me right away.
Yes.
Cool seats.
So you have that. And of course, for Yendi, that's always, you know, maybe wanting to navigate around, you have your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto, plus your wireless charging, so you know you can roll on both.
It will be Android Auto for me.
You know, absolutely. And of course, you get a massive panoramic glass roof with the Kia Seltos GT line, right? And of course, leather seats. And of course, the interior of the car looks very luxury, as you can see, right? And the design and the connectivity is really, really nice. So then, it's as a driver in the front, right? Tell me, what do you think about the spacing?
The cabin is amazing.
It's massive.
It's amazing. There's lots of room. One of the things I like about Kias is that they're deceptively packed with lots of features.
That's true.
In terms of what you're paying for it, you get a lot. Tell us a little bit about some of the features that people don't realize are in a Kia.
All right. So
in this Kia particularly.
All right. So at this point, I think everybody knows what's inside the Kias right now due to the videos that I post. I try to ensure that I put all the features out there, right? So again, just to reiterate, right? We have features such as the Apple CarPlay Android Auto, right? We have the wireless charge feature, which is very convenient for users, right?
Wait.
You just put your phone, you put your phone on the mat right there, and it will charge your phone while you're traveling.
Cool.
So that's actually really decent. Again, like mentioned before, we have the cool seat feature, so when you drive, you can cool your back, right? Again, you have a full panoramic glass roof right over the top. And of course, you do have ambient light in this car as well. So in the night while you're traveling, you see the cabin lights up, and it really gives a nice ambience, right?
Let me tell you guys, for those of you who don't know, there is USB Type-C at the front, and there's USB Type-C for the passengers at the back.
Absolutely.
That is a feature. I've seen some new cars carrying the old USB port. There is the USB old port here, but actually I think that is important.
It is.
For people who, you know, they need charging, they need to get plugged in, and you know, you're coming into the car and it's there.
And today day and age, everybody use Type-C, right? So no more plugging here and trying to stretch around the back with your car. So you have both sides. You have your family and kids in the back, they're good to go with their connectivity.
Safari, so here's the thing that we need to know now. Because you have a hook, line, so it's time for the sinker.
I want the money. I want the money.
When does this campaign end? How do people know, say, all right, how do I tap into this? How do I get access to this before it runs out?
All right, so first thing first, the promotion ends July 31st.
Okay.
Right? So you want to grab it while stock lasts, because these cars are going fast. Right? So I'll say to you guys, you want to ensure you reach out to me today or the sales team, and we can get you into your Kia today. We have sales to start from $5,995.
Whoa,
right? Yeah,
what?
man. Yeah, man. When we talk about affordability, now we're talking about something nice.
Whoa.
You understand?
Start with a 5, you know?
Yeah, man. 5. Like 5. Like we're talking 5. So monthly payments on that car, if you should be going through BNS, you're anywhere in your, for this car, 80. For the 5,995, you're easily in your 70 region per month.
That's excellent.
Right? So that's pretty decent.
Bigger to start from outside.
And mind you, we do have cars, right? Because this is not the only car that's in the campaign. We have the Sonnet as well. We have the Sportage, and we have other units. And we have vehicles starting from 3,895, which is a Kia Soluto. So when we talk about affordability and putting everybody into a car, we have a unit for every profession.
At every price point.
Yes.
People, you can get a Kia for you on this 5%.
Yes, pretty much. So I'd say I have a car for everybody.
That's very cool.
For everybody.
Can you give us a start from the outside, please?
Absolutely. So let me ensure all the doors are closed. All right. So let's do this one time. 1, 2, and hold on this, and let's see if this is gonna start. Voila. Also, it turns on the AC as well. So if you're outside of the car, you can pre-cool the car before you actually go on the inside.
Yes,
this is pretty decent.
That's a summer must, you know?
Yes, yes,
absolutely.
Very cool.
So that's really fresh. And you can also turn it off.
Oh, that's actually even cooler.
Yes.
Oh, that is fantastic. So you can actually warm up your car if it's cool times or if it's hot times.
Absolutely.
You get it started, cool down the vehicle. Excellent
and
stuff.
And a cool safety features as well. If for example, let's do this one more time. Say, for example, I start the car with the key, right?
Yes.
So notice, hold the key in me. The car is not open, so if someone comes to your car and realizes there's no one in the car, the safety feature, the car is still closed, so no one can access the vehicle even though it's on.
Yeah.
Wow. You get me? However, though, if you do not access the car within like 5 to 10 minutes, it shuts off by itself. But it pre-cools the car.
Right.
So that's also a safety feature. All right?
Cool.
All right.
My son
How do people get more information?
Well, of course, you can visit our website at atlautomotive.com or kiajamaica.com. Right, and you can always reach out to us on the socials, and I mean Kia Jamaica or ATL. You can reach out to me to plug himself, and I ensure I take care of you. Plug you into Valley, right? Plug you into Valley.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Awesome. All right, that was Tafari Forbes, sales executive at Kia Kingston, and they're going to take a quick break. I'm going to drive out. When we return, we're rounding out the car purchase. It's time to actually talk insurance for the cars. Obviously, it makes sense, right?
Makes
but
sense.
But please, you stay. I'm going to go. Oh, shoot. How you open this?
You gotta press the button, press the button. And look.
The button on the handle.
There you go.
Hey.
Bye, guys.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Don't go drifting on a toll, okay?
Who told you about me?
Here's your chance to drive the brand new car of your dreams with ATL Automotive during the 5% till 2025 sale event. From now until 2025, pay just 5% interest rate on select Honda, Kia, Volkswagen, Audi, and BYD models. Plus, enjoy discounted processing fees. For more info, visit www.atlautomotive.com. Act quickly, as it's while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply. Here's your chance to drive the brand new car of your dreams with ATL Automotive during the 5% till 2025 sale event. From now until 2025, pay just 5% interest rate on select Honda, Kia, Volkswagen, Audi, and BYD models. Plus, enjoy discounted processing fees. For more info, visit www.atlautomotive.com. Act quickly, as it's while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply.
It's time to paint and play. Enjoy a complete bonding experience with a family canvas fiesta. Get ready for a steam-tastic extravaganza. and dive into some slime time fun. Paint and Play promises to be a fun-filled day and more. Register now to be there on Sunday, July 7 at the Holiday Inn in Montego Bay from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Don't miss out. It's going to be an unforgettable day. See you at Paint and Play.
Need auto insurance? Advantage General puts you in the driver's seat. With Advantage General Online, you've got the green light to request a quote, get insurance, submit claims, even pay your premiums online. Go from zero to insured in 10 minutes.
All done.
Advantage General, a member of Sagicor Group Jamaica. J. Holiday.
Okay, tonight you have me your way. Perfume, spray it there. Put our love in the air. Now put me right next to you.
At 5'1", I've always been asked, how do you manage to clear those hurdles so easily? Truth is, I've been overcoming hurdles all my life. Preparation equals results. So I always prepare for every hurdle in life. With True Shake, I get 9 grams of protein and 24 essential vitamins. I may be short, but with True Shake, I'm not short of anything.
Grab a True Shake and go!
Yo, Glenn, you can't park this here, so you know. A joke, walk one.
This brother one have no insurance. Lick me car. And when me don't go through the claim process with my insurance, and when me argue the man, them say it's all in the documents here. Me no understand none of this.
You see, from when me tell you to switch to BCIC, you know, listen, BCIC is now right mark certified in plain language. Which means that when you get your document, them easy to understand. Even for you. Anywho, got to go. Doodles.
With a laugh.
All right, it's time to let BCIC help you get ready for the road with a car insurance package that's just right for you. So in the lounge with us this morning is branch supervisor at the headquarters of British Caribbean Insurance Company Limited, BCIC. She's now become our fave. She's going to actually just stay. We have a little bedroom set up for her back.
Yeah.
Meshake Ruddock joins us again on Sunrise. Great to have you.
Good morning.
I like your shirt.
Thank you.
I want to see my wallet smile too.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, no, but really though, how can we see our wallet smile?
By switching to BCIC. It's that simple. Yeah.
What we're discussing today?
So we're talking a little bit about what your policy entails.
Okay.
So some people, when they first come and get their insurance, you get this package or a nicely put together documentation.
That's right.
And you're like, what is this? It's a lot of reading.
Yeah.
Insurance terms, we want to understand.
A couple jargons here or there, but at BCIC, we value, like I said, what the customer wants. And what we've done is we've changed our policy documentation to reflect what we call plain language. We're now meeting the plain language standard, which equates to us being right marks approved, which we're the only insurer in the Caribbean that is. We even won an award recently. We got a Clear Mark Award for our digital print policy booklet. So our policy booklet now, it makes it easier for the customer to understand the terminologies and what the policy covers as opposed to what it doesn't.
So give me an example of like language that you would have changed that, in this new way of speaking that average people can understand.
So the truth is there are some terminologies that are standard in the industry. However, what we've done is we've broken it down for you to understand it clearer. Things like an excess, for example, your policy schedule, an endorsement. Those are some words that sound strange to you, I'm sure. But what we've done is explained what those things mean in your booklet. So things like your certificate of insurance, we want to remind persons that when you get a certificate, sometimes you see at the top of it, motor third party risk. And persons think, oh, I have third-party insurance.
Look here, that literally each the other day, I say, I never pay for third-party insurance.
Right.
Why do I? But
the truth is, it's a requirement by law that it be printed on every single certificate, motor insurance certificate. It only references the regulatory, the act. Right.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
Right.
Literally happened to me the other day.
Yeah. Persons get confused.
What I love, and I was thinking about it even after we had the conversation, is don't say no claims. Tell me no fault.
No fault, right. That's BCIC.
No, this
for
is
you.
not my kind of language.
No fault. That's BCIC for sure. Yeah.
So, what has the reception been like to changing the way you engage the customer in terms of language and communication?
I believe we've gotten great reception. Like I said, we've won an award. I mean, it's that big of a deal, and that award was given to. It was pretty much looking at countries in North America who've done the change to their policy documents or their documentation to customers in order for them to understand. We're also now on a road show. Shout out to our team out there on the road.
Nice.
We'll be showing up in Mandeville today, and what we're looking to do is, of course, inform our customers, get persons interested in BCIC, tell them about what we have to offer, tell them about our plain language documentation.
So, since we're speaking about plain language documentation, we have three words that I'd like you to just literally break down for us.
All right.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Of course, you're born ready, girl. Let's start with excess.
So, your excess, and this is a word I think persons don't love to hear, but it is essentially a portion of a loss that you, the insured, is responsible for in the event of a claim. Or some persons deem it the deductible. Essentially, there's a reason why it is applied to your policy. It looks like, one, customers can save from having an excess applicable. If it is that you want to increase it, you can pay a little more. If you want to reduce it, you can pay a little less. So the truth is, there's a benefit to your excess.
I think of it as a benefit, like if there's a minor fender bender, and I'm looking at it and I'm saying, oh, never carry this guy insurance, and I'm like, no, it not reach the excess. I'm like, I see excess like a threshold.
Absolutely.
And I tell people, it not reach the threshold for me to go and bother my insurance, or for me to have to go through the process of making a claim. So
that's exactly it.
We can deal with this. We can deal with this stuff because it don't meet the excess. That's how I think of it.
That's exactly it, Dennis. You said it perfectly.
Dennis for the plain language win. All right, let's do exclusions.
So exclusions. In a policy, there are certain things that are covered and certain things that aren't. The exclusions are the things that aren't. So for example, you purchase a private car policy, which essentially covers you for your social, domestic, pleasure use. And you start to run a robot. It's not covered. It's not covered.
That's an exclusion.
So you have to ensure you're purchasing the right policy for the right use.
Let us go into claims process. Break that down for us.
The claims process looks a lot like how it is that you go about reporting your claim. At BCIC, you can do so on our website, bciconline.com, and it walks you through just the details of your claim, you know, the time, your information, name, locus of event, etc. So the claims process, we try at BCIC to make it as seamless as possible for our customers.
You have a magic insurance wand and you can wave it and fix things that people do wrong, like, or you could give them, you know, added insight to make their claims process easier, like start doing this or stop doing this. Wave that magic insurance wand and fix something. What would it be?
What I'd encourage persons to do is be aware that when an accident happens, try to take as much detail as possible. I'm also going to encourage, as it relates to your motor vehicle documentation, to travel with copies of the documents. God forbid the vehicle is stolen. Replacing originals is difficult. I would also say, ensure you take photographs of the scene of the accident. At BCIC, we have Assist, which will show up for you and do that. But certainly, you can also do the same. Collect information of the third party's information once you're in a position to do so. So those are some of the things I'd encourage.
Wave that magic wand. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to our insurance pixie today, waving her magic wand, Michigan, run-up branch supervisor at the headquarters of BCIC. More Sunrise after the break.
Yo, Glenn, you can't park this here, no? A joke, walk one.
Imagine. This brother wanna have no insurance. Lick me car. And when me don't go through the claim process with my insurance, they will come tell me say me have to claim for my insurance, pay excess, and keep the mash up car. And when me argue the man them, they will tell me say it's all in the documents here. Me no understand none of this.
You see, from when me tell you to switch to BCIC, you know listen. BCIC has a no-fault discount. So when them something happen, you know lose your no-claim discount. And them give you the option to keep the mash-up car. Them not just drop it pan you. Plus, BCIC is now right mark certified in plain language. Which means that when you get your document, them easy to understand. Even for you. No insurance jargon, no confusing language. They make insurance easy for overstand. You see me? Anywho, got to go. Doodles. That's why me have to love my BCIC.
Everyday living, we make it worthwhile. Give people real value. Oh, what a style! From kitchen to bathroom, a whole heap of tile. Home and things for everyday living. Nice up your home, fix up every room. Shop every day, shop real value. Fixtures and faucets to catch your eye. We have the options, we have the style. Everyday living, so versatile. Real people, real value. Oh, what a style! Lowest price guarantee on everything you see. Home and things for everyday living, living, living.
Bank, we know that feeling.
When you finally find a place
that has your name written all over it, where you can settle down and turn it into a home. So we designed a mortgage with everything you need to own your home faster and easier.
Including a $2 million line of credit I'm using to go solar.
Put down roots with a mortgage from Sagicor Bank.
Everyday living, we make it worthwhile. Give people real value. Oh, what a style! From kitchen to bathroom, a whole heap of tile. Home and things for everyday living. Nice up your home, fix up every room. Shop every day, shop real value. Fixtures and faucets to catch your eye. We have the options, we have the style. Everyday living, so versatile. Real people, real value. Oh, what a style! Lowest price guarantee on everything you see. Home and things for everyday living, living, living.
New Budget Supplies June end of month blowout. 6 days of non-stop saving June 24 to 29. Up to 20% off on toilets, slat wall, BH paints and doors. And amazing deals on everything else.
You can't lose at New Budget.
Come see us now at New Budget Supplies, 195 Hagley Park Road.
May I go down there right now?
Call us today, 9234560. Don't miss out on these unbelievable savings.
You can't lose with New Budget.
Everyday living, we make it worthwhile. Give people real value. Oh, what a style! From kitchen to bathroom, a whole heap of tile. Home and things for everyday living. Nice up your home, fix up every room. Shop every day, shop real value. Fixtures and faucets to catch your eye. We have the options, we have the style. Everyday living, so versatile. Real people, real value. Oh, what a style! Lowest price guarantee on everything you see. Home and things for everyday living, living, living.
All right, welcome back back to Sunrise. So the Kicks for Kids Foundation began in 2015 and was inspired by a visit to Mount Tabor Monastery in Iron River Golden Spring. I saw?
Yeah.
I saw. Well, the challenging conditions at a children's home were witnessed, particularly for those with special needs. Moved by the plight of these children and the dedication of the missionaries of the poor priests, they launched the foundation with a mission to make a difference. Well, here to tell us about the upcoming fundraising event is founder, director of Kicks for Kids Foundation, Khalil Monroe. Good morning,
Good
Khalil.
morning. Thank you for having me.
Welcome
Good
to
morning.
Sunrise. Yes, no, for true. Big up.
Big up.
Yeah.
It's important. These things. And so I'm letting you know, we see the works.
I appreciate it.
We see the good deeds.
Thank you.
Enough blessings for you.
Thank you.
What's your why?
Helping people. You know, I feel like I should try to leave the world a little better than I came in and saw it. So that's really it.
Walk us through Kicks for Kids. Tell us about it.
Well, it started in 2015. I visited my mom and I to the monastery, and we saw the need and we decided to do something about it. That's really it. Nothing spectacular.
And when we say kicks, are we talking about sneakers? Are we talking about football gear? Are we talking
Football
about...
is the vehicle we use to raise money for the children in need.
Who is playing the football?
Well, it was adults at first, and then the children want to play, so we're starting from 13 straight up to however old you are.
To child at heart.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And so, tell us about the event. Tell us, so how do you make the contribution? How do you participate?
So we've been having this event for about 12 or 13 years since the COVID years. This year we're doing a double elimination knockout format so that everybody gets a chance to play, nobody feels shortchanged. If they want to enter, they can go to our IG page. There's a form to fill out and then they pay the entry fee and turn up on Sunday.
So if captain of the CVM football team, Matthew Cupsuit Boss, if he says, may I put together a CVM 6,
yeah, man, send them come.
So the CVM 6, let me say we, like, the CVM 6, they, Matthew and Orville and the entire Brazil team from CVM, they say, all right, we're going on. So how much money do they pay and then get to play?
They pay $15,000 for the chance to win $60,000 and some additional prizes. So it's well worth your while.
Yes. But also, more importantly, it's charity.
Yes. But what you find over the years, competition overrides the charity at times, so you need to tell the players at various points during the day, calm down. I know it's competition, but calm down.
We're doing this for the kids. It's for the kids.
Exactly. So.
Walk us through the details for how us now, as spectators, can actually come out, watch the match and support.
Well, it's at Liberty Parks. That's behind the Prime Minister's office. If you're
lots of people pay ball there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
lots of people pay ball.
If you're a patron that wants to come, you pay $1,000. There'll be food and drink on sale, entertainment as well. So you come out, have a good time, family fun. Anybody, it's open to the public.
So those of us who talk football well, and want to support because we don't play football well, we can go pay $1,000, buy some food, buy some drinks, and make it a good, a good brethren power and family power or something like that.
Exactly.
Me support Cupsuit Boss and the team from CVM. No, I really think no, because we have a thriving intra.
We do actually. It's not a joke. We really do have
for the Copa America. So there's a whole football vibe right now. Euros are going, Copa are going. I think that people should really come out and support.
I know Andre can play. We played in prep school together, so I know at least one footballer is there.
Know the forward.
I know at least one footballer is there, so I believe
Absolutely.
All right. And then do they need to buy tickets or can they just come?
No, they can just turn up.
July 7 at
Liberty Park.
What time?
We're starting at 8:30. Yeah, I'd like to.
That would be in the morning.
In the morning. No, in the evening. No.
Yeah, and so it's a whole day of fun.
Yes, a whole day of fun. Yes. Good, clean family fun.
Nice.
Turn out.
Absolutely. I want people to turn up.
And as you can see there, you can call 876-343-6162, or rather it's WhatsApp for more information, or follow them at Kicks for Kids JA on Instagram and Facebook.
It's an absolutely great.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's a great cause.
That was Khalil Monroe, founder, director of Kicks for Kids Foundation. Copa Kickstart with Orville Higgins. That's up next. You don't want to miss it. Please stay with us here on Sunrise.
Supplies June end of month blowout. 6 days of non-stop saving June 24 to 29. Up to 20% off on toilets, slat wall, BH paints and doors. And amazing deals on everything else.
You can't lose at New Budget.
Come see us now at New Budget Supplies, 195 Hagley Park Road.
May I go down there right now?
Call us today, 9234560. Don't miss out on these unbelievable savings.
You can't lose with New Budget.
Hey, how was school? It was really good, but I'm really hungry. Can we get some juicy patties?
Sure we can. I never see a boil up patty like you.
Hey son, you good?
Know that I'm starving. Can we get some juicy patties?
Celebrating over 40 years of everyday moments.
Recycling partners of Jamaica. Yeah, we got to make a change, and we have to do it now, can't wait for later. We put plastic in its place, and we all can agree that will be safer than in the gullies and in the drains. Recycling partners of Jamaica. We put plastic in its place, yeah, the place have to clean. PET, the top of the ethylene, HDPE, buckle up, get screen. Baby to granny, everybody roping. Yeah, we got to go green, you know what I mean. See the sign from the bin, if we drop it in, through car window you fling, that another thing. And we don't want no garbage in this game. No, we handle it up, bug them are not the same. So listen up Jamaica, I'm saying it's time to make a change. Recycling partners of Jamaica. We put plastic in its place, and we all can agree that will be safer than in the gullies in the every rains. Recycling partners of Jamaica. We put plastic in its place.
All right, when I say Copa, you say Copa. Copa.
Okay, Copa.
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 All right, welcome back to Sunrise.
My vibes broke over Copa.
I know. Ush. We're still in football mode, so let's talk Copa. It's time to discuss a few match highlights or lowlights and the upcoming games with Orville Higgins. Over to you, Orville.
Copa America 2020.
All right, greetings, Sunrisers, and welcome to Copa America section. That is what we could call it. Now, many of you may be waking up to the news that things are not looking great for the Reggae Boys. The Reggae Boys went down by 3-1 against Ecuador yesterday. And that means that the Reggae Boys are practically out of contention. In fact, they are out of contention, irrespective of what happens in their final game against Venezuela. There are some shots of that Ecuador win over Jamaica. The Reggae Boys did score, though. Mikel Antone scoring the very first goal that the Jamaicans would have ever scored in the Copa America tournament after several tries. And it means that despite us not being able to go through, there is that one consolation that we did score a goal. The Reggae Boys will play their final game against Venezuela, but irrespective of that result, it means that the Jamaicans are out. Venezuela, in their game, they defeated a very spirited Ecuador team. Not Ecuador, a spirited Mexico team by 1-0. Mexico had the chance to equalize. They got a penalty which they missed. Venezuela scored a penalty. Mexico could have equalized, they didn't, which means Venezuela are atop the group with 6 points, and it means Ecuador and Mexico will play in what is a virtual semi-final to determine who goes through, or a virtual final. A draw for Ecuador will mean that they get the better of Mexico on goal difference and will advance. Here's the table. Venezuela, 6 points. They are gone through. Ecuador, 3 points along with Mexico, but Ecuador has a +1 goal difference, which means that when they play the Mexicans, if that game ends in a draw, then Ecuador goes through. It means that Mexico must beat Ecuador to join Venezuela at the top of the group and then advance. Jamaica at the bottom will play the top team there, Venezuela. Even if the Reggae Boys were to win that game and gets the 3 points, it means they will not advance, because Ecuador and Mexico will both go to 4 points, or one will go to 6 points. So the journey at the Copa is over for the Reggae Boys. We will have 2 games for you in the Copa America on CVM Plus later on. Panama versus USA at 5, and at 8, Uruguay will take on Bolivia, like I said, at 8 o'clock. So you can join us for both those games on CVM Plus. On behalf of the entire team then, and that continues to work hard in bringing you the Copa America, this is our little section for Sunrisers. Have yourselves a great day.
Copa America 2024, brought to you by
KFC, J-Ray and Nephew, Courts, Sunshine Snacks.
All right, thank you so much to Orville. It's time for another break. When we return, it's also, we're going to wrap things up, so please don't move. We'll soon come back.
Real value, oh what a style. From kitchen to bathroom, a whole heap of tile. Home and things for everyday living. Nice up your home, fix up every room. Shop every day, shop real value. Fixtures and faucets to catch your eye. We have the options, we have the style. Everyday living, so versatile. Real people, real value, oh what a style. Lowest price guarantee on everything you see. Home and things for everyday living.
It's time to paint and play. Enjoy a complete bonding experience with a family canvas fiesta. Get ready for a steam-tastic extravaganza and dive into some slime time fun. Paint and Play promises to be a fun-filled day and more. Register now to be there on Sunday, July 7 at the Holiday Inn in Montego Bay from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Don't miss out. It's going to be an unforgettable day. See you at Paint and Play.
There are certain moments in life you'll cherish forever, like finding love, realizing your life is going to change forever, creating your dream home. These are your great moments, and helping you to achieve them is ours. Chris and Charles, powering great moments since 1992. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
SuperMed Family of Pharmacies, your trusted partner in health and wellness for over 30 years, with 8 convenient pharmacies across Eastern Jamaica. SuperMed Mall Pharmacy, SuperMed New Kingston, SuperMed Pepine, SuperMed Port Antonio Pharmacies 1 and 2, Claire's St. Mary, Lloyd's St. Thomas, and a convenient drive-thru at our Hughenden location where you can get your medication without leaving your car. We're dedicated to providing you with the highest level of care. Experience the difference with SuperMed Family of Pharmacies. Super happy, super healthy.
And you go down and have a good day. Blessing.
SuperMed.
All right, that's all the time we have for the show for today, but we have an amazing show called The Roundtable that's coming up in just a second. It's been a good show. I've learned a lot today.
You have?
Yeah,
I'm very proud of you and Kirk. Very, very proud of you both.
Yeah, it was.
Very impressed with you both.
I'm going to pull out some, don't, leave it to me there. Leave it to me here.
That's
There
right.
we go. There we go.
Right.
Just,
work them skills.
And I'm actually going to do some science stuff with Jackson in the kitchen. I'm going to.
Honestly, I promise you it's a great way to make the bookwork make sense in a practical way.
I mean, he's just going to grade 1, so I mean, maybe even didn't learn that bookwork there yet, but it's just cool stuff.
Oh, you know, else a cool one? If you, what are those? It's like an Alka-Seltzer or so. If you drop it in like a soda bottle and it's like, pew, and you make a real life volcano at home.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can drop plenty of those for you. Very exciting.
Absolutely. I'm gonna do it.
All right, so if you missed out on anything or you just want to rewatch your favorite segments, we've got you covered on our YouTube channel, CVMTV, and for all the fun stuff in between.
Yes.
We're on Instagram at Sunrise CVM and at CVM_television.
Yes.
Television.
Well, the Roundtable Squad takes over right now.
See ya.
Who have in the cut? No, today episode I got nice. Legends, Senator, my longtime brethren, the great, all-star, the king, and the man himself. Salute! You know, as man, we're not too go as specialists, and that's the pinnacle of the problem. We want some new era. Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. You lie. You work till a week. It was pandemonium. Country people can't relate to me I talk about.
What you think about me no matter. You know. What matter to me is what me think about myself.
Man United, I don't care what man wants to say.
You know, man. Yeah, man. You know, man. You finished?
Yes, we finished.
The Cut is brought to you by Flow and Guinness.
Copa America 2024 is coming to you this summer, right here on CVMTV. That's right, you get big-side access from the comfort of your home so you can catch all the live action. Tune in and watch as Brazil, Argentina, Jamaica, USA, and more battle for Copa supremacy. Tournament kicks off on June 20 and runs through to July 14. Cheer on the boys and see the goals and drama of Copa America happen live on CVMTV.
Sponsored by KFC, J-Ray and Nephew, Courts, Sunshine Snacks.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Jamaica's favorite drama, Your Guilty Pleasure.
All that having a baby now is going to do for you is make you a prisoner of this apartment.
Long run shot, kid.
Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m.
I'm Celine Gordon, host of Holy Road.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy John Mark Wigan, host on the show Holy Road. Listen, people need to know what's happening in the churches and in ministry in all of Jamaica. It's an absolute blessing. We're really excited to share this.
Tune in to CVM, see it happen.
Trust Hawkeye's Total Connect. Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
Time by Hawkeye is 8 a.m.
Good morning, Roundtablers, and welcome to the Thursday edition of the Roundtable. I am Barbie, and joining me at the table this morning is my amazing co-host, Kirk. How you doing, Kirk? Get to Kirk. And our special guest is Olympic athlete Brandon Simpson. Welcome to the table.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Have you been to the table before, Brandon?
This is my first time at the table.
This is your first time at the table.
Man.
Wow. And it's definitely my first time in a long time with Kirk.
Yeah.
I know you said we've been on the table before, Kirk, but I don't remember. We were on the table once?
Way back.
Way back. Just me and you, or was there someone else?
I think it was just me and you.
It's just you, me and you. I
think probably in January or so.
You need to be more memorable.
Yeah.
What didn't you do, Kirk?
I didn't take notes.
You didn't take notes. And Brandon, how are you today?
I'm well.
So Olympic athlete, you like that title?
It feels good. I worked hard for it, so yeah. Definitely.
I can imagine. I know you guys work very, very hard. So kudos to you and thank you for being here. It's an honor.
Of course, it's an honor to be here.
Yes. So it's now time to check out what's buzzing online in our social buzz. Check this out.
I understand that. Listen, I believe in us. But let's not tug on the cake now. This is Jamaican.
We got something for Jamaica.
Just be careful.
We don't get it.
Just be careful.
Remember what we did to them in the world? We got something for you. We got something for the Jamaican women. We think, hey, they're living.
I don't see.
Hey.
You ain't running. You ain't the one running. All I'm saying is stop tugging at them. Stop tugging at them like that. Stop that.
That's what we doing to them. That's what we doing.
What him going in, Bad?
Listen, I got something for him, okay? Like, it's so crazy to me, like, the rivalry, how it builds on and off the track. But, I mean, on the track, it's a little different, right, than it is off the track. Off the track, it seems, because, I mean, listen to him about you, the Jamaican women, we got something for you. What? What do they have for us? Anybody? Help me.
Nothing.
Help me.
They're going to try, but...
Like, I wish they were like this all the time, though. They're only like this when they believe they have something.
Yeah.
But when they know and we're at the top of our game and we're going out there and we're strong.
Crickets.
Yeah, crickets. Yeah. Like, So we'll see, but we know our athletes don't really do much talking, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. We're more action than anything else.
That's right.
Well, that said, we'll leave him with what he has for the Jamaican women, and it is now time for a bag of things.
I'm so proud. I feel like a proud dad.
Do you?
So this is the Jamaican Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu team, BJJ for short. And they recently competed in Spain. June 15th was the competition. And they traveled all the way from Jamaica to Spain and won 3 gold medals and 2 silver medals.
Nice,
Yeah, and many people might not know, but BJJ is very new in Jamaica, and we just started competing about this year, and this was our first international tournament that we've competed at, and they did so well.
Well, if they got 2 golds and silver,
right?
yeah.
So it's as newly developing sport globally, and very new to Jamaica, as I mentioned, but you know, being a new sport and everything and not like an Olympic sport, we do need funding to get to all these places, which is, you know, what I'd like to see more, right? We did get some funding from corporate and private as well, through GoFundMe and other corporations, right? But it's still not enough to send the whole team.
But I will
be
say,
a part of it.
It probably will never really be enough, to tell you the truth, because as you can see in a lot of the different sporting genres, there's always that challenge of funding always exists, you know, even for the bigger ones, even like track and field. Right now, currently, we know they're having an issue with getting the right funding to have the proper team to head into the Olympics. So it probably will never be enough, but what I would definitely say is don't give up, right? Keep pushing and keep going. Keep going for gold.
BJJ. Trust me, we will.
Yeah. We will. How new is it though? You mentioned that it's new, relatively new across the world.
For example, I've been training for 1 year and like 2 or 3 months, right? So we recently got a coach. He moved from Canada here, Coach Boyan. Big up yourself, right? So Coach came here, he moved from Canada to Jamaica, and he was looking for training partners essentially.
And he found you?
Well, no, he found my kickboxing coach, Shine, and then he came to the gym. Shine was like, all right, I want to train, and then Shine brought in all of us, and then we all
started training. I tell you what, I see something really, really hot coming in here. Hi, Abby, thank you very much. And just so this is perfect, right? Fitting on what we're talking about on the track, the bandwagon to gold.
Nice.
Let's define bandwagon.
Let's go.
And bandwagon is what's, Brandon, from your interpretation or where you're coming from, what exactly is a bandwagon or a bandwagon? Well, I know what a bandwagonist is, but what do they mean? What's that term? Define that term.
When you're not supporting a person before they get to the top, and when they get to the top, now you're supporting them.
Is that what it is?
That's what I think it
Kurt,
is.
that's your definition too?
I agree. When you don't normally support a person and then you're like, oh, yeah, you know, man, long time them on my team or whatever.
Yeah. So, but that's different. So then what he's saying, what Brandon is saying, when you didn't support them before and then all of a sudden they're at the top and you're like, yay! But you're saying that not only are you like, yay, you're like, long time I follow them, so you start going like, but for me though, right, sometimes you don't see them until they get to the top. Sometimes.
Well, that's true.
Right? You don't see them until they get to the top. And there's so much happening across the world, especially in sports where Jamaica is concerned, right? Jamaicans are literally everywhere in everything. They're in things that you don't even expect them to be in. Like, who would have thought that we would have had a bobsled team? You know, like, where did that come from? There was no way to support them, at least from my standpoint, until they made it to the
I wouldn't even classify that as a bandwagonist, though. I think you weren't aware. But there are specifically instances where people literally know you're trying, they don't care until you make it.
Until you make it.
And then they're like, yeah, man.
I asked one of my co-workers yesterday, so just help me with this bandwagonist thing. So they explained to me, Barbie, you can be upset when we lose, right? You can be disappointed when we lose, but you can't be upset with the athlete or the athletes, right? But you can't be disappointed that we didn't win. I said, okay, so as long as I'm entitled to feel like, oh man, you know. Well, I think this is a fitting topic, especially considering the Reggae Boys did not advance in the Copa tournament yesterday, and I was so heartbroken. Really, really heartbroken. Is it just me?
No, man. I think that's normal. The athletes are feeling disappointed. So they wanted to win too. So I don't think it's like we can't feel bad. I think it's when you start cuss them.
When you start cuss them.
Walk list and this and that.
Okay.
You know?
I don't really cuss them, but I'm probably more inclined to cuss other people cussing them. Yeah, that's more me.
That makes sense.
But Kirk, for you, where your team is concerned, you guys would have just gone over. It's a new sport. You won gold and silver medal and silver. You won gold medals and silver.
3 gold medals and 2 silver medals.
But then you come back to Jamaica, right? And do you kind of feel like that should be highlighted and you guys don't get the highlight or the publicity?
Oh, definitely. I do think it should be highlighted that we are doing great things on the international stage, first of all. Sure, we can be the best in Jamaica or whatever, but like when you take your skills internationally, especially to a big, well-developed country like Spain, and then have our athletes compete against their athletes and people from all around the world who decided to join the tournament, it shows that Jamaica, yes, we are not only on par with everybody else, we have 1 gold.
Wow, that's true. So Brandon, let me ask you this. Does the lack of support, does it affect how athletes perform? Does it affect how you perform? Like,
I actually think the bandwagonist mentality helps us to succeed.
You do?
I actually do think that that's a part of the reason why we strive so hard to be the top, because you want to get that recognition.
You want to get that recognition.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely did. I know that wasn't, before I was placing or I was ranked number 2 in the world or anything like that. I wasn't getting any recognition, but I wanted it.
I like how you say number 2 in the world and you make it seem so small when it's not. It's so huge. Number 2 in the world. In the world. Right? And I think that when we look at it, when you really, first of all, for me, let me just say that anyone who rises to a national level to wear, specifically wear that flag, wear the Jamaican flag and carry it, I commend you 100%. I think it is amazing. It's a feat. There's no way you can be a loser for me in any way, shape, or form once you get to that level to represent this country. It is something that should be applauded, whether you win or you lose. It should just be applauded, right? Those colors are amazing to wear on your back. Right. So and I know you say you guys do it to get to that point where you're getting the praise and everything, but what happens when you don't get that praise and you get the cursing? Does that affect you going back out there again?
Absolutely. I mean, it happened to me. I was favored to actually medal or probably win. I went into the final with the fastest time in 2004 Olympics, and I came 5th. It was kind of an upsetting thing, and I think a lot of people expected me to do better at the time. You hear of the talkings, the rumblings of I could I do better and whatever, but if you're determined, you don't necessarily care what people think. I didn't care what people thought. I definitely just said I'm just going to do it better next year. And I tried, and you just have to keep trying. Our culture is that way, so I think we kind of get used to it to an extent.
So now, I know people say this, we heard Kirk alluded to the support side of it, where you got private sector support, but then there's also the side of the government support, and every sporting body is approaching government for support. How do you think the government supports you enough? Do you think they supported enough?
I have a specific story where back when I was running, I needed a surgery, and I asked for help, and it was like pulling teeth, and I think that was tough because that later on that year or next year, I actually won the trials, but I had to do it off of my own finances. And so sometimes you feel resentful because of that. You wish you had more support, but at the same time, you do get support in other areas. You're actually on a team. There are some countries that don't have programs to go to the Olympic Games or anything. So you kind of have to balance, weigh it in a balance to say, okay, well, we do have a team, and we are going to the games, we are representing. We might want more support, but I think, you always have to kind of balance for me personally, I like to balance whether or not I'm seeing everything always on one side or the other side. I like to see it in the middle.
That's a good way to
and
look at
Kurt,
it.
coming up, so you hear Brandon talking about he was actually in it, he was there, and he ran into an issue, couldn't get the support. So coming into it now, you're fighting or trying your best to get support. Do you feel like it is equally like pulling teeth to get support?
It's going to be
government?
difficult. It's going to be very difficult because even for us getting funding to get the plane tickets, was very difficult. We had to set up a GoFundMe, as I mentioned before, and try to get people to donate. We also kept events, like kickboxing events, where, we put on a show, you pay a little fee for a ticket to come in and all of that stuff. We've also done, seeking like corporate help. I think Digicel was one of the major sponsors that we got, along with others that I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I'm so sorry. But they did get sponsors in that realm. But what I would like to see more is the government stepping up, right? We are going to be wearing the Jamaican colors, right? I think...
Hold on, I want you to be able to really talk about this. So we are actually going to take a break, and we have more roundtable coming up for you after the break.
Nice.
Copa America 2024 is coming to you this summer, right here on CVMTV. That's right, you get big-side access from the comfort of your home so you can catch all the live action. Tune in and watch as Brazil, Argentina, Jamaica, USA, and more battle for Copa supremacy. tournament kicks off on June 20 and runs through to July 14. Cheer on the boys and see the goals and drama of Copa America happen live on CVMTV.
Sponsored by KFC, J-Ray and Nephew, Courts, Sunshine Snacks.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
That's all you guys get from this, you know. When the athletes go out there and win, everybody a post and a run, and I say, yeah man, we big, we big, we look about with Talawa. And look about with Talawa and bad mind too. Bad mind and ungrateful. That's what I see. I see the whole thing as. I mean, you guys just get a kick out of all of this. But then when the athletes don't perform well, everything change. Just have a shake head sometimes. Because at the end of the day, the athletes are out there, they're working for themselves. They're not working for Jamaica.
No, I think fitting, because Asafa is probably one of the most celebrated and abused athletes that we have had over time. Like Jamaica, and I used to always say Jamaicans love to hate him, right? They love him. When they see him, they love him. But when he gets out there on the track and he doesn't show up or win, right? Because he shows up. When he doesn't win, it's but then when he does, it's Safa. Right. So here it is. He was he wasn't very vocal when he was running, but he's very vocal now, standing up for the athletes. But Kirk, I want to get back to what you were saying before the break, and then Brandon, I have a really great question for you, right? But Kirk, just tie up what you were saying before we went on the break.
It's similar to what Asafa is saying. He's working for himself and not Jamaica. Because a lot of what I was saying is like the government, I would like to see them step up more in terms of funding for not only like your athletes to compete on an international stage, but like in the development parts as well, right? So yeah, sure. We can do it privately where we're funding the startup and the development of the gym and all of that stuff, right? Cool. That's a business opportunity for people. Great. But then once we get to a certain level and we want to compete internationally, where's the funding? Why is it so difficult for us to like, hey, I don't know.
I want to tell you why.
Like, who do we even call?
I want to help you. I want to help you understand why it's so difficult. It's difficult because, and Brennan, you would know this, that the government is not only supporting athletes on an international stage, they also have to support them here locally, which means building programs and a support system for athletes here locally, because not everybody makes it to an international level, but you still want to be able to develop them and give them what they need here to see if they can or if they decide to go to that level. So it becomes very challenging for the government then to actually give into all of these different sporting bodies. And the truth is, they really don't get as much as we think that they do. They don't get enough. The sport, that particular arm of government does not get enough to be able to support more than they do. Maybe can it be allocated a little better? Quite possibly. You know, we know that funding is like that. But Brandon, let me ask you this. Looking at then, you guys carried so much on your backs then when you guys were out there during that time, that period. Looking at sports then and the support from government then and looking at what is there now, do they have more now?
Night and day. It's night and day.
It's that big?
Yeah, it's huge difference.
That's good news to hear at least.
I mean, like you said in the break, there's insurance.
Insurance, yes.
Nothing like that before.
Yeah, and that would have helped you during your time. That would have helped you.
Absolutely.
Right. So yeah, there are things they've now created a lot of different programs locally or different initiatives locally, like the insurance. Athletes now have insurance and these things that they can benefit from, right? To assist in funding. I think they actually give them funding or assistance to train now.
Yeah.
They get stipends now for training that you guys never got that.
Yeah, we had to.
That's wonderful.
We had to essentially slave ourselves to shoe companies to get funding for our personal lives.
Yeah.
So we were running for Nike or Puma or Adidas in order to take care of our injuries or just to live.
Just to live, just to live. And everybody thinks that you guys, because you're on this world stage, you're on the TV, you're everywhere, so everyone thinks that you guys are rich.
Yeah.
And you're doing great.
I mean, you can do well, but it's not easy to do well.
True.
And a lot of times you see people in gear and you're like, wow, they're making a lot of money. And sometimes that's not the case, to be honest with you.
Achuna looks so good, though.
The sponsorship make them look good.
No, Achuna them look good. Have you ever seen the Jamaicans show up at the airport, all of them in their uniform? Kurt,
yes, I have once.
The impact of them in their uniforms or their gear when they show up is just like
money.
The aura.
Not just money. You guys have this power in your presence.
Aura.
Like, I can understand why these huge countries, these countries with big teams, are threatened by the Jamaicans because, you guys have a presence when you step into any room as a team. It is impactful, and I thought it's something that I was just like, I was excited by and humbled by at the very same time. Like, I don't know if I could do it. Hi, Lord have mercy. No, I don't like the physical, what it takes, the toll that it takes on you physically. So we're talking about the emotional side of it, the mental, like ice bath. Ice baths.
Yes.
Who does that? Who came up with that idea?
It's nice.
I did it.
I like it.
You did it?
Yeah.
One time?
Ridiculous. No. a lot of times.
It's. How do I say this? You have to get past the first minute, and then you settle in.
It's longer than a minute.
Yeah.
It's about 3 minutes.
Yeah. So last time I did like an ice bath to sauna, ice bath to sauna, ice bath to sauna, right? I stayed in the ice bath for 6 minutes. You see, the first minute, you're like, why am I in here?
No, you guys can't have that. I hear, but you guys sometimes, is it the pressure from society? Does the pressure from society actually contribute to how hard you work?
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't want to, first of all, you don't want to come second because you know that winning is what we care about.
Yes.
There's a lot of pressure lining up and you're like, okay, please, you're thinking about what everybody's going to say. When you should be thinking about your race and execution, you're like, okay, what's going to happen this time? So there's a lot of pressure to do well. I thrived off of it. I loved it. I didn't mind it.
It's a mindset thing.
I think you have to walk.
So you feel the same way, Kirk?
I think that you have to take whatever the fuel is and just drive forward.
So do you shut society out? Do you
from
shut out what they're saying, or do you internalize that and let it
From a martial arts perspective, it's more about self-development, right? But me being myself, I drive myself like to breaking point and beyond. Like, I'm always on the gas going forward. All right, I have to do better, I have to do better, I have to do better every single time.
That's a lot. That's a lot of pressure to even put on yourself. So listen, I know the conversation is bringing in some heat on the track, but it's time for another break, so stay tuned for our final thoughts right after this.
In the cut. No, today episode I got nice. Legends, Senator, my longtime brethren, the great, all-star, the king, and the man himself. Salute! You know, as man, we're not to go as specialists, and that's the pinnacle of the problem. We want some new era. Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. You lie! You work till a week. It was pandemonium. Country people can't relate to me, I talk about.
What you think about me no matter, you know. What matter to me is what me think about myself.
Man United, I don't care what man want to say.
You know, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, man.
You finished?
Yes, we finished.
The Cut is brought to you by Flo and Guinness.
the internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
Welcome to the ZZ Lottery Draw for 8:25 a.m. Thursday, June 27th, 2024. The one-drop winning number is 24. The hat-trick winning numbers are 1, 7, 8. The four-play winning numbers are 3, 9, 7, 1. The fireball is white. Thank you for playing with Izizi.
Success don't come overnight. No make them know a substance over hype. Do it for the love, we not do it for the life.
Thank you for staying with us. It's almost time to wrap things up, but before we do, it is time for our final thoughts. Brandon,
yes,
share your final thoughts with us.
Like I was saying in the break, I was saying that I think that whether we're a bandwagon in this country or not, whether the sport is difficult or whatever you're getting support or not, you have to love what you do. I think once you love what you do, it's easy to kind of transition all of those feelings of negativity or positivity into the goal. For me, athletics was about my love for running. I loved it, so all of the positives and the negatives kind of went to the back, and I just loved my sport. I
stayed focused.
I just stayed focused. That's right.
Amazing.
I love that. I think we can be a bandwagonist country sometimes, especially when it comes to like Olympic times or football times or whatever. Like during the rest of the years where those events are not keeping, you don't hear nothing about it. Not one thing. And then when Olympics time come around or when FIFA time comes around, pot covers everywhere. Like, okay, where were you during the other years? Yeah. You know? So yes, sometimes, but you know, I think people can also be patriotic, you know, and support their country, right, and not exactly support the sport, if you get what I'm saying.
Yes.
Like, there's this fine line that you can walk as well. So I agree with those people. Like, I don't follow up track and field or football, but when I see Jamaica playing and they're doing well and all of that stuff, I'll be like, yes, awesome.
Pot cover?
Pot cover.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Not so far.
Well, yeah. That's what I think. You can be patriotic. You can be patriotic without supporting the sport entirely.
I agree.
Okay, all right, and I agree. I agree with both of you 100%. I say if you are a bandwagonist, when you come off at a bandwagon, be quiet, because nobody wants to hear what you have to say if it's not something good. It takes a lot to get on that stage internationally. They're wearing our flag on their back. Support them no matter what. And if you don't have anything good to say, remember your grandmother said, don't say anything at all. So I want to say a big shout out to the Reggae Boys for showing up and for actually doing a great job. Kudos to you every single time for continuing to go out there on that field, and looking forward to our athletes touching the track at the Olympics this year. We know you guys are going to do great and be great. Thank you very, very much for joining us. That is a wrap for the Thursday edition of the Roundtable. Special thanks to Brandon Simpson, Olympic athlete, joining in on our conversation today. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And as you go forward into the world, remember, be good and be on purpose.
Success don't come overnight. No make them know a substance over hype. Do it for the love, we not do it for the life. No for them love likes, that's alright. See them in a post and a tweet all night. See them on social media type. While like say them they a studio advice. Oh, me never put them up on no flight. And me never see them a live no tour life. You miss someone, now you have so much likes. I'm always still a lead by iTunes.